There are 166 animals in Planet Zoo right now, but I think we can all name a few that we all really want ourselves. Over the course of 3 years, we have gotten so many countless DLCs, so many different continents, so many different types of packs that we've received, that it just feels like we constantly get some really awesome stuff. But what a lot of people like to look back towards is Zoo Tycoon and Zoo Tycoon 2, for kind of like the definitive roster of zoo games. Now, of course, those games had extinct animals, they had dinosaurs, they had fully aquatic animals, but even if we don't talk about those today, which I really want to, but I'm gonna hold myself back a bit, there's still a handful of animals that we could really use in Planet Zoo that I'm sure so many of you guys have on your top 5 lists. So without further ado, let's talk about some of the bigger animals we don't have in Planet Zoo that were mainstays in the Zoo Tycoon series. Now, of course, so let me know in the comments which ones you really want. Let me know which ones you've been dying for since the start of this game came out. Now, let's talk about Zoo Tycoon 1. This game is probably one of my favorite games and holds up till this day. And some of the animals they actually had in there have not appeared in a mainline zoo game ever since its release. One of the animals I would absolutely love to have is the olive baboon. These guys are so cool. Now, it's no surprise that Frontier does not like to make primates. We've only gotten 4 primates in DLCs. Those are the capuchin monkey, the proboscis monkey, the siamang, and the largibbon. And while all of these are really awesome animals, there is still one to me that we're really missing, and that's a type of baboon. Now, of course, I don't really care if Frontier wants to swing, maybe like a gelada, maybe a hamadryas baboon, or even going with the tried and true classic olive baboon. But I feel like this type of animal is so underrepresented in Planet Zoo that I feel like it'd be a really great animal to have in our roster. Now, I know a lot of people would come to me and say, hey Leaf, I think the mandrill kind of fits that a little bit better. Do you really want another one? Yeah, I just love any monkeys out there. I love any primates, and getting more would always be super welcome. Another animal from Zoo Tycoon 1 that I feel like not too many people talk about is the black buck. Now, I know we kind of just had the Oops All Hoofstock pack, but the black buck still reigns true to me as an animal that is absolutely necessary in a zoo game. Whenever you think of antelopes, whenever you think of gazelles, you always think of Africa. But what's really true is that one of the coolest gazelles actually lives in India. The black buck is a super beautiful, super awesome animal that I feel like a lot of people deserve to know about. I feel like it would be a wonderful animal in Planet Zoo just because it would give us more Asian hoofstock, which, believe it or not, we're kind of lacking on. The last Zoo Tycoon 1 exclusive animal I want to bring up as well is the Japanese serow. Now, not a lot of people might know about this one. It was actually a very strange coincidence. This animal actually came in Zoo Tycoon 1's Endangered Species theme pack, which was a free pack given out to celebrate the 2nd anniversary of Zoo Tycoon. Now, this animal would be super cool. I feel like it would represent islands in a way that not really too many people would think about. The Japanese serow is a very cool hoofstock animal that I think would fit Planet Zoo's theme of conservation extremely well. But now let's move on to our Zoo Tycoon 2 exclusives. One animal that I think from Zoo Tycoon 2 that everyone really wants is the secretary bird. These guys are gorgeous. In fact, I recently had the opportunity to see these guys in person for the first time, and I can officially say I am back on the secretary bird train. We need these guys in Planet Zoo. Now, of course, Frontier seems to be allergic to giving us new birds, but I feel like this one, if we never get full flying birds, this one would be an incredible one to get from them. From there, I feel like everyone recognizes the muskox as the iconic animal from Zoo Tycoon 2. It's true they aren't too common in zoos. I think they're more common over in Europe than America, but I think just because everyone knows what these guys are, I think it'd be an incredible thing to have. They're very cool bovine. They have a really, really cool look to them. They look so shaggy, so cool. I don't know. I really like them. I'm blushing just thinking about them. And beyond that, our last Zoo Tycoon 2 exclusive animal that I would really love to have is the Wolverine. These guys are super cool, and I think they'd be a really awesome welcome fit in Planet Zoo, because they're just such a strange carnivore that I feel like Frontier would do such a great job with them. Kind of like what they did with the Fusa. Plus, if they actually let these guys climb like they can in real life, I think that would be a fantastic addition to have. Now, there is one thing similar between Zoo Tycoon 1 and Zoo Tycoon 2 that everyone was super excited for. Everyone still talks about to this day. And that's the expansion pack known as Marine Mania. This pack brought in both semi-aquatic and fully aquatic animals into the game. And we're not going to be talking about the fully aquatic ones, but we're going to be talking about the shared ones between the two games that everyone loved. Number 1 is the extremely charismatic sea otter. While they're more so common in aquariums, I feel like Planet Zoo would do them extreme justice. Seeing the incredible job that Frontier actually did on both the giant otter and Asian small-clawed otter, I feel like this would be right up their realm to make this one of the best animals in Planet Zoo. I can even already see Frontier doing something where it's like they have an animation that they play on the surface of the water, where they kind of turn over on their backs, kind of like they do in real life. I think that would be super adorable to have. Maybe we could get a new enrichment item where they could kind of go dive down for like a rock, and then kind of like smash it against an oyster. I don't know. I'm making this stuff up as I go. I think it'd be a really awesome animal. Even beyond that, I feel like the walrus, specifically the Pacific walrus, would be a really stellar animal to have. I feel like these animals, everyone knows what a walrus is. Everyone that loves the walrus. He is so cool. I would just really like to have these guys in the game. I feel like Frontier has also been doing a really great job with their pinnipeds, and I think the walrus would be a fantastic animal to have in the game, especially considering that they've been a long-standing member of the zoo facility games simulation genre, I don't know, over like the past few years. I feel like Planet Zoo will always have a hole in it until we get the walrus. But let me hear from you guys. Again, I am super excited to hear what you guys have to say you think is missing, and I really want to hear from you. So leave your comments down there below. Be sure to stay subscribed. Maybe, hopefully in the future, we can get some of these animals in some future DLCs. Very excited to hear from you all. Hope you all have the most wonderful of wonderful days, and I can't wait to see you all in the next video. Take care and goodbye.